Hey, welcome to the very first edition of 5-Minute Bolos. Be on the lookout for. In this series of short videos, we're going to take 5 minutes to talk about one thing that you should be looking for on Saturday mornings while you're out yard selling. And we'll start right after this. Okay, first things first. Alexa, set a 5-minute timer.
5 minutes, starting now.
Always check the books. ACTB. Always check the books. That's been my mantra since I started online selling in 2007. And books have remained my biggest seller across all platforms. Now I know books are sort of kind of the red-headed stepchild of the thrifting business. And thrifters, eBayers, junkers, they generally ignore the books. That's a big mistake. Big, huge. Because there's much gold in them there books. You just have to know where to find it. I went to an estate sale one time for a lifelong antiquer. Everybody else was oohing and ahhing and grabbing all his neat little collectibles that he's gotten over years, and totally ignored was his bookcase full of his books. I spent 20 minutes or more scanning all those books, and I spent maybe $100, and I reaped more than $1,000 just on those books alone. While everybody else was lugging out heavy things, paying big prices, I walked out with 2 boxes full of books and made probably lots more money than they did. You just got to know where to look and what kind of books to look for. Case in point, picked this up at a yard sale over this past weekend. I paid $1 for it. I've got it listed for $140. It's got a pretty good rank, so I'm fairly certain it will sell. So obviously the death of books, to paraphrase Mark Twain, has been greatly exaggerated. Now you just can't pick up any book. I mean, fiction doesn't sell. If you think you can pick up the latest Nora Roberts book and sell it online, you'll probably sell it for a penny. But if you pick up books like this or other type nonfiction books and do your research on your Amazon app, you can see which ones bring big bucks. Now granted, it's not quite as easy running down the aisle and grabbing something and throw it in your tote to sell, and you might have to do a little more research, but it is well worth it. I also pick up high school yearbooks, college yearbooks. I sold 3 just the other day for $20 a piece to the same person. He wanted his high school yearbooks. He'd lost his in a fire. I'm dropping them off today, local pickup. I've only paid $1 each for them, and I'm selling them for $20 a piece. Now, if that's not enough profit for you, then yeah, maybe you ought to move on to something, other than that. And we will talk about other things in later, editions of this video. But ACTB, I can't stress that enough. Always check the books. They are not the red-headed stepchild of the thrifting industry. They are a proven technology. In 10 years, you can still read this book. Someone may still want this book. In 10 years, if you download this book to your Kindle, it might not be available for you to read. You've wasted your $4 or whatever it is you paid for it. So yeah, always check the books. I'm passionate about books. I'm passionate about media. I check them all the time on every sale I go to. And whether it's books, CDs, DVDs, any kind of media, it sells fast, it sells well. ACTB, always check the books. And that's my first tip for you. It's not quite 5 minutes, but there's not a whole lot to say. I use my scanner to check for the books. If you want to know more about this scanner, just drop me a line in the comments. I'll tell you all about it and about the service. So remember, always check the books. Always remember ACTB. If you like this series and want to see me keep going with it, drop me a line in the comments. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the little notification bell to let you know when other videos come open. I'm going to be doing this for lots of items, and I hope you come back here real soon. And there's Alexa. Our time's up.